Hey folks, welcome back to Total War Rome 2. We're continuing our Senones Let's Play. Make sure you comment down below whether or not you want to see a Alexandrian campaign next, or if I should just go on to the Bactrian, or not the Bactrian, the Hannibal at the Gates campaign. As for now, we are getting ready to circle around these Syracuse troops before heading south to try and take them out once and for all. And we just finished beating up Taurus a little bit. Hopefully for the last time. I hope. Hold on. Let me make sure I didn't make a mistake. Okay, so I had to make sure that it was just Rome that I had to kill and not Taurus or any other settle or nation. Okay. So we're also building up our income so we can start to build the noble troops, but that's not currently a thing we can really worry about. So let's just end the turn and see what it brings us. Actually, before I do, let me check and see how the front over here is going. Pretty good. We're just kind of sitting, chilling, letting our public order get better. So let's end the turn. Character has an unassigned skill. No big deal. Let's give them the spoil, and now we end the turn. Thank you.
I make the
Syracuse
offer of
wants a
peace
peace
only
treaty.
from a
I do
position
not.
Are these words from a sober tongue? If so, then I must accept them even as I despair of them.
So, they're trying to salvage one army. It'll be interesting to see what I can do with that. I'm not
These
joining the
people
war against
trouble
Taurus
us
again.
greatly.
Unfortunately, my guy, I just got out of that war.
Your
And I got
words
out of
are
it for good
pregnant
reason.
with sorrow. Let us pray that nothing worse is birthed.
Okay. Load. Carthage. Just negotiating peace. That's cool. Carthage is more friendly towards me now. Sweet. All of that is fine and good. Okay, so the storage pit should be increasing agricultural income. Yeah. And then this, not what I need. I need to be able to upgrade one of the settlements, but I don't have that available right now. Okay, in that case, slave trader in Osculum. Come on, there we go. Slave trader in Osculum. I can't upgrade it because that is a hefty price to upgrade that, but I can upgrade the jeweler, or this to a jeweler, and this to a bronze workshop. That's going to be all of the upgrades I make to my economy this turn. Okay, for now, we need to figure out what I'm doing against this army. So, let me see what they have here. A pretty strong army. I don't feel comfortable trying to attack with this army from Potentia because I don't think this army is good enough. So instead, what we're going to do is we are going to use these two armies to attack Acaruntia. Like so.
Ready for orders. None will escape.
And I'm just going to auto-resolve that. Second and raise it.
Thirsty for battle.
It's gonna hurt my public order pretty bad, but I can't do anything about it. I had to take it back. Now then, I'm gonna move this army close. Oh, that's not what I meant. Not that close. And we're gonna move this army around to the river. Keep them from trying to make moves southward. If they try and take Potentia, I think I can stop them in time, but if they move south and try to go this way, I'm gonna be in trouble. So I'm trying to block them, the options they have. Necaruntia. Let's build an enclosed land and a industry. Let's go ahead and convert this farmstead. Get some good, easy, quick income. Let's go ahead and upgrade Pinchia while we're at it. Gives quite a bit more income, an extra 100 wealth per turn, as well as giving some public order and just better troops and all that. So, okay, over here, how has our public order been? Great, that's what I expected. Let's go ahead and convert that over. So, if I remove troops from both settlements, they're fine. Okay, sweet. So we can go ahead and keep moving south. And I want to do that because we need to keep the momentum going. We do not want them to be able to rally. Ooh. Pretty strong garrison army. Okay, let's encircle. See if we can't get in reinforcement range. Yep, just like that. Let's go ahead and auto-resolve this. Those neuralgic shield wall and all those troops are actually pretty good. And we'll go ahead and take this. Goal here is to just take out a neuralgic confederation because we've tried doing peace with them in the past, I think, and it just doesn't work out. So next up is Naguro, and then we start heading into this final territory. Cornus, let's go ahead and convert. Or we can't convert, but we can repair, and then do a sacred enclosure, and let's do a warrior's lodge here. Warrior's lodge does provide a little bit of income. So, I mean, it's not going to be the most profitable place, but it'll provide us just a little bit here and there, which is what we need right now. In Sathari and Algarium, there's not really much I can do in the way of upgrades right now. So, what I'm thinking is I'm trying to figure out if I want to just go with another freaking industry or agriculture path. I guess I'm going both. I'm going to try and do both again. Because I already have the agriculture one over here, so I guess there's no problem in trying both. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this to a meeting ground because it actually does provide a little bit more wealth. And that'll have this side of things pretty well buffed. Let's go ahead and get a fisherman's hut. And with that all done, I guess the only thing left to do is end the turn. I hate skill point upgrade stuff. It just constantly interrupts the flow of my train of thought. Okay, let's give him some extra melee skill. Yeah, let's go ahead and end the turn. Okay, so they're going to try and fortify. Not the worst move they could make. And probably slept wrong. Okay, so who are you? Acragos. Okay, you really don't have to worry about that right now. Alright. In the land over here. Okay, so yeah, that's upgraded our income to 7,000 with some extra construction. Cool deal. So in Algarium, let's go ahead. Actually, go ahead and upgrade this to a village. It's going to take a huge chunk of our income, but I think it'll be worth it. Let's go ahead and upgrade it to a cattle pen. And then the Hornmaker and Anthill. Can't upgrade it again, even though I would like to, but it's providing a little bit of income. So, I mean, I'm doing pretty good at synergizing a thing. It's entertainment, so I can't upgrading it's not going to do me any good anyways. Alright. So can you reach? You can. Can you reach? You can. Okay, great. This is exactly what I wanted. We're going to go ahead and move these two armies right next to the Syracusan army. I'm actually not expecting them to fight. I'm expecting them to retreat.
Kill them!
Oh, they're going to fight. You know what? I think this will be a pretty fun battle. We're going to fight it. Oh, yeah, I forgot that they were in a fort. Duh. I said that they were going to retreat, and my brain just immediately was like, yep, they retreated. I'm good to go. Oh well. Okay, let's start deployment. Oh.
At your service! Naked warriors!
So, their main threat is going to be their cavalry whenever we charge in our warriors, our naked warriors and our Gallic axes, because they're not going to be as well suited to take them out. So here's the plan, I think. Have our archers take out these two towers and take out that wall. Charge in with our main force against this entrance. And then whenever the cavalry charge in, we can use our archers to gun them down. I think that's our best shot. Then we've got some reinforcements coming from over here. Okay, so yeah. See if we can't go ahead and get our archers in on some of this action defended by our cavalry.
Dishonor the gods by
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Very good. Any Gallic spears in there would be greatly appreciated, but it doesn't look like that's what's gonna come. Oh, there are some Gallic spears. Cool. That helps out a lot too.
Boars of Gaul.
Run!
Forward! Swift horsemen! We are Gaul!
Go ahead and have them come over here. Gallic X cavalry is waiting for any action. Now, the unfortunate thing about these encampment battles is that you can't attack from all four sides. So, in Attila, I think they overdo it with the number of entrances on encampments. Maybe what they should do, make it where the encampment that you have is based off of your army size. So if you have a 20-stack army like this one is, you're not going to have a 3-opening encampment. Instead, you're going to have more like what Total War Attila has with 6 or 7 openings. Whereas if you're sitting there with 5 units, then why would you have that many openings? You would have the 1 or 2 or 3 openings that you have here. But I don't think Total War is going to ever implement that. They've really gotten away from the encampments to begin with. Which is a shame. Encampments are pretty cool. Now then, I say they gotten away from them. In Pharaoh, you had a kind of encampment. You could build a fort in your province, but it wasn't the same. Just That's not what we meant whenever we said we wanted commitments. Okay, so 24% damage first volley, that's great. Yeah, that's gonna be taken care of in short order. So the Toxitates are archers, right? Yeah. So those are gonna be a kind of pain in the butt. Probably the same thing with the horse skirmishers. Okay, let's go ahead and get our archers to pull back and start focusing fire on the other tower. Towers are not that big of a threat if you're able to deal with them quickly, but if you're dealing with them very slowly, they have a really annoying ability to just pick away at your troops and make your life a living hell. So I'm trying to deal with them as early on in the battle as I can. That way I don't have to worry about them or later. And with this tower down, we should be able to destroy this section and then just charge in with our men against their elite hoplites.
The enemy's tower has been destroyed.
This one is 57% damage. Just one or two more volleys. One more. Okay, everyone back up. Actually, I said that. Go ahead and destroy this first. We don't want them to be able to funnel around, or to funnel us around to the edges here. Cavalry, we need you back, we need you back, we need you back. I didn't know if they were going to move their cavalry out since I moved my cavalry away in order to protect my archers. Their skirmish cavalry general is trying to make some moves to destroy my archers. I don't think they're going to do too well.
The enemy's tower has been
That's
destroyed.
the last tower we have to worry about. Now it's just a matter of getting this wall down before sending in the troops. Hit. That'll do it. Back up. Okay, so which one has the best defense? Surprisingly, the Naked Warriors do. Even though they have less armor than the Axes, the Naked Warriors have a surprisingly high defense. The reason I'm looking at that is because I think having the high defense will be useful here in order to hold them while we wait on other troops to arrive, such as the Spearmen. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and have them deploy behind and have our archers get into a battle stance. Cavalry is not going to be the most useful here until we start making some progress against their troops, because they're going to have pretty much all the entrances covered really well. Let's go ahead and get those skirmishers in here as well. Let's see if we can't kind of do a different angle on them. What is this? Lucanian veterans. Interesting. So the bulk of their force is going to be their hoplites and missile troops. And I really don't know what to do with the missile troops other than just allow their hoplites and all those guys to engage, and then move in with our archers and cavalry to take care of their missiles. Let's go ahead and get our axemen up here in case we need a little bit of armor. There's not much available, but we'll use what we can. Okay.
Archers!
Guess all that's left to do is to do, and so I'm gonna go ahead and move them up. Move our archers directly behind.
Ajo?
Are they gonna start firing on us? Yes, sir, they are. Okay, I'm gonna start off with a simple 2-unit charge against that front lead hoplite unit. We'll see how it goes. Okay, archers, I want you to focus fire on their cavalry. Turn off fire shot. So they're going to go ahead and engage all of their troops, but once we need more troops in there, we're going to do order on. Okay, cavalry will crash. Okay, there you go. The cavalry's taking quite a bit of damage already, which is what the plan was. Archers, go ahead and focus fire on their Hippias instead of their missile cav. I think trying to fire into that blob would be a mistake. Now then, I have kind of left this section over here exposed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my X-Cavalry and bring them over here. I'm going to have my skirmishers start focusing on their horse skirmishers. Come on, why are you lagging?
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
That's nice, bro. Okay, let's go ahead. I don't think I'm going to need them. I hope I don't need them. Let's go ahead and get our swordsmen up here. And let's get the rest of our X-Men charged in. The first army, and then the rest of, all of these X-Men we're going to have committed to this front. No, dude. What are you doing? Go ahead and attack those horse skirmishers. Their skirmish mode messed them up. Okay, archers. Who can we have you fire? Fire on their general. He's not going to have the most armor because he's a missile unit. You should get some good collateral against their peltasts. Okay, guys.
The enemy general is dead.
Attaboy. Attaboy, archers. Okay, their general is taken care of. Let's take out that unit of Autoxities? I don't know. Gallic Axe Cavalry is now doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and have these two archer units fire on these cavalry units because they're going to do better than our Axe Cav. And see if our skirmishers here can't do a little bit on as well. That means you stay where you are and fire. That does not mean you just charge in. Especially you, Traveler Slinger. Okay. So that means that all that's left for combat is over here. Let's go ahead and get this unit, or these units of spearmen over here and get them where they can help out when needed. Slingers are not doing anything to make themselves useful. Sicilian Peltast, I think, are trying to do a flanking maneuver. Maybe? They're trying to defend this entrance. Well, I'm not going to come in through that entrance, so that's weird. Okay, let's go ahead and have the cavalry attack this Sicilian Peltast unit. Get our slingers into the thick of things. Sicilian Peltast are going to charge in. Let's go ahead and get our spearmen engaged over here against those Peltasts. Peltasts may be decent at melee, but they're not as good as normal melee troops of any quality. They're like the best of the worst, if that makes sense. Archers are almost entirely out of ammo, but they have done yeoman's work over here. Let's keep firing on those Toxitates.
Our horses love blood.
Okay, Slingers, you're not going to be any good there. I messed you up. They're holding out pretty decent right now. They're still losing, but they're not doing as badly as you would expect a unit like that to do. Okay, let's go ahead and just to help finish things off, you charge our young
One of our
swordman.
units has used all its
Not
ammunition.
our noble horseman. Thank you very much. Come on, how fast break. Okay, one of our Gallic Axe cavalry have
We'll kill
retreated
them all.
or been destroyed, I don't know which. Their archers are doing a pretty good number on us right now. There's not a whole heck of a lot I can do against them. Okay, the native battalion hillmen are the threat now. They're not even a threat, they're just keeping us from being able to pick up the militia troops. Losing decisively now. There we go. Just ripped through their own. Okay, now then. Cavalry, go ahead and charge for this back unit. Spearmen, all of the spears attack the rear of the main line. Slingers, open fire. Gosh dang it. They're gonna send out their Toxitates, or Toxitates, whatever they're called. They said Toxitates. Ooh! Sorry, I'm listening to what their voice lines are, and it sounded like they said Toxitates, and I don't know what that is, but apparently not right. Okay, axes. Let's go ahead and get you in over here. This unit of spearmen is not being useful, so let's make them useful. And this main line is starting to break. Yeah, just like that. We have them completely encircled.
Our men flee the field
This
of
one's
battle.
flee.
This is a shameful
Ah, our cavalry's gone. Okay. Let's get the noble calves over here. But we shouldn't need them. And let's just keep pushing these men.
An entire
Into
unit
death.
has perished.
And that has it. I'm not going to try and chase them down since we lost our cavalry. Close victory, I can see that. They lost 2,300 men, we lost 1,300. I am going to enslave the hostages in order to boost the economy some more. Yep. Then we're gonna try and chase this army down
Travel
to
is the
finish them
Run them
off.
down! I am ready!
If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna have to do it with this army. I guess I'm going to, because I don't want them making a break for it, even though it's just 2 units. And just like that,
To travel is to be truly free.
we are the victors. Okay.
You request. I am ready.
So I need to build up some horse pens or something here that I can build, recruit some decent cavalry or any cavalry up.
I live
Until
to
then,
serve
though,
the people of Gaul.
As you
since
request.
that army's going to have to take time to heal and recuperate, we can go ahead and attack with the two armies and keep our campaign moving against the Syracuse so that they have less time to rebuild. Have I made my moves over here this turn? I have
I
not.
live to serve my
Interesting.
people.
Okay. Go ahead and rebuild the port.
I am ready.
So I'm at a little bit of a crossroads here. Part of me wants to keep these two armies united and move south, but I'm afraid that if I do that, there's going to be somebody come from New Bureau. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and split this army off, take New Bureau, and then move back south with both armies, and we'll meet at New Roxy.
I am here.
I think that is the best
I live
option.
to serve my people.
So I think it's also time to go ahead and begin recruiting more noble troops. Now then one of these things gives there's subtraction to upkeep. Coin maker does. I'm going to build a coin maker here and try and get some upkeep removed, and then I'm at army limit. Oh dang, okay. Well, in that case, is there even a point of having this army here anymore? I really don't think so. Because, I mean, we've taken out the main threat of the Neuragic Confederation. And so I'm going to need to go ahead and let's disband this entire army. So, that will actually help out our income quite a bit. And then whenever I can, see if she's still on assignment, but I can instate either this guy or this guy. I don't think it really matters. Let's raise this guy up. Put him with Noble Gallic Swordsman. And then I'm not going to be able to recruit many. I'm actually going to only be able to recruit one unit. But that's going to be a good start on, it's going to get us started on this final objective that we're going to have with needing 80 of that type of unit. So, let's keep moving south. We have to attack Rhegion and Syracuse, and then we'll have all of our territorial objectives met. So, on the turn, Samnites are moving in. Let me check Helvetii. Aha! I was smart leaving this army here. Okay. I knew I did that for a reason. So, because of that, let's go ahead and attack this guy. Ooh. Let's retreat.
Retreat, my warriors! Retreat!
Whenever I say retreat, I don't mean run to the next county. Let me see what mercenaries are available. Let's go ahead and get some axemen to replace those guys, and some cavalry to replace these. Whoops. Fine. And then let's go ahead and attack that way. Still? Really?
Fall back! Your next command.
Okay. Well, it's dumb. They're not going to be able to take this, I don't think. I hope.
Honor the gods and your ancestors.
That's weird. Okay, well, anyways, what I need to do is I need to start upgrading this anyways to get the noble Gallic swordsmen, be able to recruit them here. Go ahead and upgrade some of this. There we go. Actually, we don't need the slave quarters or that because it's going to take quite a bit of money that we need for recruiting noble swordsmen down here. Just like that. Okay, so all that we need to do now is take Nuguru. I'm butchering these pronunciations, and I apologize. Let's go ahead and just auto-resolve. There we go. That'll have that entire province taken. Attack it,
As you request.
and then raise it,
I live to
and
serve
rebuild
my
it.
people.
Okay, I don't think I'll have to do a sacred enclosure. Nah. Let's do a warrior's lodge and a artisan's lodge, and then repair. If we can't recruit more now that we've raided that settlement. No, we cannot. Okay. But that may mean we can go ahead and do the battle upgrade up here. And actually do it in 2 places. And whenever they attack, we'll have quite a bit of army here to defend with. It's weird to me that we lose that in the auto-resolve, but I'm not going to tempt it by fighting it in the game. So we'll just fight it where I have the advantage of city to funnel them in. Okay, this army needs to head south, because we're going to have to recruit there as well. Party statistics are looking fine. Have you head on south, and same thing for you. And we'll take Eureka, Cynthia, and try and just take the rest of this part of the Italian peninsula, and then we might swing back and just go full conquest of this campaign, because we're so close as it is. I don't know yet. I'm not making any promises, but for now, let's see here. I can't really do anything else. I'm not able to conquer any other settlements because of troop disbursements, and so I think I just need to end this turn. There was an army there. They may try and attack, but I kind of doubt it. I figure they head down to Nubaxi, which means that we're probably getting ourselves into a pretty big fight if they manage to head down to Corrales, and we have to fight those 2 armies together. But that's a futurist problem. Samnites are wandering around. Syracuse wants a
people are
peace treaty.
wounded
I'm
by
not
this
giving you a
war.
peace treaty until I've sacked your settlement. It's that simple. Okay, their army has moved into theory. Okay, I'm not going to fight this because it's a pretty simple battle now that we have the reinforcements, so I'm just going to let the AI auto-resolve this. I'm going to make sure to upgrade that settlement so that they have better troops for in the future whenever this happens. Sure to beat back the Helvetii, and that's not going to be a problem. Go ahead and enslave the captives. That was public order doing since I have started the all these military campaigns. It's doing fine. Okay. So the Helvetii have retreated. Let's go ahead and upgrade this village. Okay. Trying to figure out what I want to do here. If I upgrade this, I'm trying to figure out what's there. There'll be industry, farms, Only thing I think that wouldn't be built in this specific province would be a well. I don't really need that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a craftsman's house. And then I'm going to upgrade this to increase industry
Gaul
production.
is murdered.
And then I'm going
Leave
to
none alive.
attack Helvetii, get the income from winning this battle. Which isn't going to be a whole lot because we didn't get that many captives,
Starting
but
out.
they're destroyed.
Call this
Um,
a garrison.
And then... What to do, what to do. Let's go ahead, so tell you what, we're going to go ahead and do this. Get another sacred enclosure. And just do our industry agriculture duo that we've been doing. Because why not? Upgrading that doesn't give us any more food. That makes sense, I suppose. We're really not eating that many of the horses we're riding. Okay, so move into theory with both of these armies defending one another. I have been neglecting to do the thing I meant to do here. And because of that, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford to recruit many troops. Now, I was right. They did move on to New Axie. The question that leaves me with is, do I try and do a two-fronted campaign against them and risk having them do a little bit of divide and conquer? Or do I go ahead and unite and take the extra time to do that? I think the answer is yes. I'm going to go here and meet them here, and that will kind of keep the worst of both scenarios from happening. Now then, since the Helvetii were just here, I do feel confident enough to go ahead and delete these Gallic axemen that are costing me $400 a pop. And while we're at it, just delete every mercenary here. And that will give me an extra like 3,000 income per term. And I'll be able to recruit some different troops that will work with everything better later on. Let's end the turn. Freaking traditions, man. Okay, let's decrease upkeep for this army. Doesn't do a whole lot. Makes sense. And let's give them despoiled partner number 2. Okay, so this is interesting. They went ahead and decided to move against Neguro. I'm getting a little lost. Here we go. Which may not be the worst thing in the world. Because now we can do... now we have them kind of isolated. So I think what I'm actually going to do is go ahead and leave this battle for now. And have them attack them at Neguro. Pretty weak army, we can take that. Auto-resolve that fight. And then let's enslave the captives. Okay, because of that, I think it is a good idea to go ahead and upgrade each of these settlements to at least level 2. Which I'm already doing here. And let's go ahead and upgrade this to a Queen Maker. Yeah, that'll give it, give it all the axes. And then we'll let them replenish a turn and have them head back down and take Neuroxy. They got some income this turn anyways. Go ahead and move you into Potentia to help out with public order a little. Okay. So you're supposed to be helping with industry, but I don't have that much industry being produced. So, I need to figure that out. First things first, though. I don't want to stall out on this thing over here, so let's go ahead and keep recruiting some knowledgeable Gallic swordsmen. Nothing can really be built here. Still, we're just waiting on stuff that I've already had start construction, finish. So, let's go ahead and just keep recruiting. Okay. That's gonna get you up to 16 units. What does that get our objective to? 27. Long way to go. Okay, so the Frentani are trying to steal my glory. Can't have that. Go ahead and attack Fury. Let's just use this army alone. Auto-resolve it in an aggressive stance. We'll sack it, then raise it.
Can I finish my wine? I live to serve my people.
And then we'll move you in to reinforce because it looks like they may be trying to do a naval invasion somewhere. Or maybe they were just retreating into the seas. I really don't know. So at Fury, let's go ahead and start rebuilding. Sacred Enclosure is a must. Convert. And then let's go ahead and do an enclosed one. And that will get us into this section down here. Alright. So that also gives us a little bit more income to work with. I think what that means is I need to go ahead and build some cattle pens. And continue to increase our income in the different provinces. Build a grove from Gobanos. And then there was something I didn't upgrade down here because it costs too much money. I can't upgrade it. Okay, well let's go ahead and upgrade this anyways. And then let's get a fisherman's hut. Then let's end the turn. They always have the traditions and skills. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and just increase upkeep for that army and get to spoil. There we go. Okay, so they just took, what was that, Heraclea? Interesting. I always forget that they would target allies instead of me. Oh, that's not instead of me, but you get what I'm trying to say. They might attack an ally instead of attacking me. The Frentani are retreating. So they kind of presented me with a choice here. Carthaginian religion, I am going to refuse that. I can either continue my attack southward, or try and face them as they threatened me. They have no garrison. I don't know what that army's like. Wait, I can tell for sure.
None will escape. We take this settlement.
Okay, so that army's not too strong.
None will escape.
I've got an idea. I hope it doesn't backfire. I'm gonna go ahead and force march this army. Have them head in, and we're going to just take correctly. So,
Settlement.
get rid of those two armies. Sack it,
Thirsty for battle.
and then raise it.
For the tribe.
Rebuild it. That'll give us the entire province as well. Let's go ahead and focus on our farms a little bit more here. Got a pretty good industry already. And then we're gonna go ahead and keep moving south with this army. Like I said, it's a risky maneuver because this leaves this province completely undefended for another 2 turns. and leave this army exposed without more reinforcements. But I'm banking on the fact that I think that that was their last full strength army. I can kind of verify that by using my scout. Yeah, they don't have anything in the immediate vicinity that can threaten this army. We can sack this and raise it because apparently that didn't have a garrison, which is great. And we can go ahead and start converting it. Let's do another sacred enclosure, a commons, industry, and let's go ahead and get a communal grounds going. Now up here, the horse farm is still being built, so there's not much I can do. Okay, in that case, let's go ahead and keep moving to Raxi. And with these two armies there, we'll be able to kind of prepare ourselves for the big fight against them in Corrales, and then the final fight in Solchi. As for Incornus, let's go ahead here. Let's get a fisherman's hut and get appointment. That should have us done on appointments once that gets built. And let's go ahead and build a coin maker here just for kicks and giggles. And then we'll get a woodcutter and some industry here. Okay. Now then, last but not least, let's finish recording Noble Swordsman. Just one short. In that case, we'll cancel one of the constructions over here for this, and then we'll just finish off the recruitment here. And I guess since we have a little bit more income, we'll go ahead and continue the start recruitment over here in this army. Okay. I think that I should end the turn here. Oh dang, I need to go back up north and continue construction there. Don't need to forget that. Okay, they are gonna be aggressive. Which I respect, but it's really annoying. Let's send skilled engineers. Okay, here. Down there. Right here. Okay, yep. There's not much I can do to stop them. I've kind of made my bed. But they have left themselves exposed. So this is what I can do here. This is the weaker of the two armies. I'm going to send it down and attack Neroxy. If I have to recruit mercenaries, I will. I'm not going to have to. We will sack it, and then we will raise it. And we'll go ahead and convert, or rebuild, and then convert, and then do a farm here. Okay, for this army, there's two ways this could go. I can try and move them back to Cornus, which isn't gonna beat them there. Or I can take them south and do it this way. Cornus has a level 2 garrison. I don't think that's enough to defend themselves, though. Maybe if it was level 3. Maybe. But that's not going to be done in time. Or I can be cheeky with it. I have all the time in the world.
My time is
I
better
don't wanna
spent
be beast.
feasting
Okay.
and hunting.
So in that case, the option I'm going to go with... Let's check what mercenaries are available. Delete these tribalist warriors. Build some neuragic warriors to take their place.
Can I
Take you up to Cornus, and then we'll go up north and begin construction here to get better troops, as well as to increase our income and such. In Clavinna specifically, we'll go ahead and upgrade that.
I live to serve the people
Once this finishes upgrading, we can probably continue to recruit. We can probably go ahead and start recruiting naked warriors. And we may go on to Noble Gallic Swordsmen. I haven't decided yet. May just do it out of necessity. Okay, as for this army, let's go ahead and have you start recruiting some more. That's as much as we can do with our current income. Understandable.
I am ready.
Okay. So,
honor to gods and your ancestors.
this was the army I was having. Potentia waiting for farm. Let's send it back up. Send you down to Theory. And I think we're going to go ahead and attack Tarina. It's a little risky to keep dragging this army away from the main force, but I think it's necessary. We need to keep up the momentum, and we need to keep our income source from raiding. Let's go ahead and do an aggressive stance. Sack it
I live to
and
serve my
raise it.
people. I am ready.
Rebuild. And let's go ahead and actually let's do farm here and then do a cattle pens here. And do a grove for Senones there. And let's keep recruiting here. Just got to keep on pushing towards the objectives. Currently sitting at 39, we're a little less than halfway there. Once we get to 80, and once we take Syracuse and last but not least, Region, that's probably actually going to be Region than Syracuse, we will have won. We've just got to keep pushing. End the turn. I am going to let that army rest there for a bit because it's been pushing. We don't need to push it further and risk having them outflanked and not be within reinforcement range. Neuragic Confederation's attacking. Okay. So again, they don't have a strong army. I've made a good choice by reinforcing that with mercenaries. We're just going to auto-resolve this, because I actually trust the auto-resolve to do a better job since they have that skirmish cavalry and the artillery. Let's do an aggressive stance. Enslave. They're retreating. All good and dandy. Refuse to intimidate the opposition. Carthaginian slaves. Great, great, great all around. Noble Gallic swords. Okay, keep recruiting.
Fight with us. It's a good life.
Not afford to stop recruiting those guys. Construction report, all of that is done, so that means that we should be done at last with appointment and coin hoard, finally. Okay, move you down to Cassintia.
Ready for battle.
Let's just keep having you head down to Tarina
Is there
and Consentia and Theory. Let's go ahead and upgrade those to level 2 settlements, so if they're attacked, they stand a small chance, but a chance of being able to win. Let's have you head down and be aggressive against this army. Any public order upsets? Not in the slightest. We're doing great. We're coasting at this point. Okay, Rome is not really where I'm leaving to look. Up here, this is right. Let's do Unos. And then keep upgrading our farms. How is to guest on garrison? Got a level 2 garrison, that's not terrible. On top of having a pretty good overall force. So, we're at 45 now. By the time this army is done recruiting, we'll be sitting at roughly, probably maybe 55-ish. We're still gonna have to have another 30 units. I mean, I'm recruiting up here as quick as I can, but that's gonna take time. I think the best move actually is to go ahead and move my chief down to Rome and have him prepared to start recruiting those troops. Okay. Let them just rest a turn or two. Have you do some scouting in this province down here, Skeleton, or whatever it's called, Skeleton. Okay. We are so close. I can taste it. Which is a dangerous place for me to be, because whenever I end up getting this close to the end of a game, I end up binging it until I finish, and a lot of times you're not as close as you actually think you are. So it's dangerous, but we're gonna pretend that I'm not going to do that thing. Actually, I'm not going to do that thing because I've made plans with a friend, and I'm not going to stand him up. Okay, so we've got construction going, we've recruited troops, we're attacking, continually being aggressive. I think all that's left to do is to end the turn. Let me check. No upgrades. Cool. Moving back to Potentia. We will need to upgrade that to a cavalry recruitment. To get Gallicax cavalry is what I'm trying to say. Sam Knight's moving in and out. Acrogos wants peace. I have no problem with peace with them. I don't need any of their territories, that's fine. I'm gonna end up at war with them again. Speak of the devil. Irion decided that they wanted to do things. Fine. We actually needed you to do that anyways, because we were gonna take Region. Okay, so the only problem I have is that if I start moving south and attacking Skeleton or Hyponion, we're going to be leaving this province and abandoning Proton. I think I've just got to do that, to be honest. I think that's the move here. I really do. So let's go ahead and move on to Skeleton. It's got a pretty good income, so I figure that the raid income is going to be good. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, had to take a call. Okay, so I figured the rating income is going to be pretty good from this. Sack it, there we go. 6,000 income, and raise it, and rebuild it. Beautiful. That's the way I like it. Okay, let's get a farm going, and then a sacred enclosure. Let's go ahead and have this army start heading to Proton. I feel semi-confident that once we do that and move back south, we'll be pretty good in a good position to face any Syracuse troops that come up this way, and I don't think that Agirion is in a good position to attack us, honestly. So I think we can go ahead and attack Region and go through a land campaign into the rest of the Syracuse lands. Okay, and or is Corsicana? No. Sardinia? I don't remember. Whatever the name of this place is. It's, we're in a position where we need to start attacking. I'm pulling a Joe Biden again. My gosh. Okay, so I can actually do this. And I think this is going to be the best option here. We're going to attack with both armies, leaving this army stranded. And leaving us in a position where we will have paralysis. Corsica, that's the word I was looking for. So let's go ahead and take Corsica, raise it. That's ours now. Convert. Oh, we can't convert. Repair. Industry, meeting grounds, and then a communal grounds. Great. So that's got Corrales. All that's left is Solchi, and we'll have the entirety of the Nuragic Confederation defeated. And the we're so close to the end, guys. I keep saying it, but I can taste it. It is so close. Let's go ahead and finish up the recruitment in this army. By finish up, I do mean finish up. Oh, no, you're not supposed to be a naked warrior. There we go. So that's 6 units. That will get us up to 57. So we'll need 23 more units. This army will be a good start. As a matter of fact, why not recruit in 2 places at once? Delete this army. And recruit here again. Yeah. Raise army. And just start spamming out Noble God Swords. That will get us up to within spitting distance. But I am going to have to do the thing that I said that I'm going to have to stop here, because if not, I'm going to continue playing and not want to stop, because I have only a small portion of the map left, and it gets really fun steamrolling at the end here. So that's going to have to do us for now. I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all the things the cool kids do nowadays, and I will see y'all later. Bye.